Democracy means rule of the people. So the question that we're faced with now is that do we want a small group of global elites to dominate and dictate to the rest of us what's going to happen on the planet? Or do we want to put our hearts and minds together as a global community and decide what kind of world we want to build for our children? What kind of planetary civilization is appropriate at this time? And so right now we have rule of the rich, rule of the powerful, rule of the northern industrialized nations. And so what we have is nothing like a democracy at the current moment. I think democracy is one of the deep spiritual challenges of our times. What would it really mean to create a rule of the people? What would it really mean to have a people's movement on every continent? How can we create a civilization in which the interests of all are taken into account instead of the interests of a powerful few? And the way that history has unfolded, we see the leaders of different nations willing to use force, willing to use military power to enforce their agenda. So we have the global north using many more resources than people in the global south. And so we have this plutocracy. We have this oligarchy, if you will. That's the rule of the wealthy and rule of the powerful. What we need is a democracy, rule of the people. And we need to even go further than that. We need a planetary democracy. We need an earth democracy. We need a living democracy that takes into account the needs of all species, because people will not have a bright future if we decimate the planet around us. So I think we need to expand the idea of democracy to a sense of the entire earth community. What are the rights of all species? What are the responsibilities of humans to ensure the continuation of all species, to ensure a sustainable planet for our great-great-grandchildren?